To me, Global Reach Out is inspiring.
It's connecting with God, reaching out to the world, and impacting life.
The stories that shared is so personal and it deeply impacted me.
Global Reach Out to me is reach out to the truth.
Connecting hearts, connecting lives. You're listening to Global Reach Out.
Welcome back to part 3 of chapter 8, A Fathers Provide Emotional Security. In part 1, I shared about the difference between God's love and self-love. This directly affects the kind of environment we create at home. In part 2, I shared that fathers should be the thermostat to set the right emotional temperature at home. In this final part, I will share 3 tips which can effectively translate what we have learned thus far into practical fathering practice. This include, namely, 1. Time management for busy fathers. 2. Enhancing fathers' emotional intelligence, or in short, EQ. And 3. Effective communication. During the current pandemic, working from home is fast becoming a norm. Fathers may find ourselves more at home with the opportunity to see our family more often. But the irony is this: while we may be physically present, we can be emotionally absent because we can be so busy with our work commitments. Because of the convenience of working from home, the work and the home boundary is blurred. For example, family meals could be hurried through so that more work can be squeezed in. Unfortunately, this compromises family time. This needs to change. Whether our office is outside or at home, we need to intentionally set a time to stop work and to come home for our family. It is said that love is spelled as T-I-M-E, time. If that is true, then we need to prioritize time for our family. What you are seeing here is one example of how family time in the evening can look like. You can, of course, adapt this according to your family's unique situation. My family find it helpful to follow this rhythm. At 6 p.m., it is dinner time. I make it a point to have dinner with my family as far as possible. We also set a rule that there will be no phones or gadget at the dining area. It is a protected time where we connect with each other and talk about almost everything under the sun. Family bonding continues after dinner when we watch TV together or play board games. My family loves board game. We let down our hair after a long day and we laugh often when we play together. At 8:30 p.m., we do our respective house chores and take our showers. At 9 a.m., the final hour before lights up will be our family devotion and prayer. This is a time to explore faith issues, to reaffirm our Christian values and conviction, and to remind ourselves of our identity in Christ. Now, the second aspect is emotional intelligence. To create emotional stability at home, fathers need to develop higher EQ. Simply put, EQ is the ability to manage our own emotion as well as understand the emotion of others. EQ is an important skill that helps to improve communication, problem solving, and conflict management. Overall, it enhances relationships at home. There are 4 aspects of EQ. The first 2 relate to ourselves: self-awareness and self-management. One of the important hallmarks of a person with a high EQ is the high degree of awareness about oneself, about one's emotion, what makes us tick, and what triggers us. Now, with greater self-awareness, we would then be able to manage and regulate our own emotion better. Now, the other two aspects is about others. Self-awareness, or rather social awareness and relationship management. Social awareness is about empathy and an attentiveness to others' feelings and their needs. When we seek to understand others better, it allows us to manage our relationship more effectively. This will enhance our ability to communicate, manage interpersonal conflicts, collaborate with others, as well as to serve and lead them well. Which leads me now to the final point of part 3 today. With better EQ, fathers can and should lead the way in effective communication. In communication, many things are important, such as maintaining eye contact. For example, don't look at your phone when you are talking to your children. Our tone of voice, our gesture, our body language also convey whether we are impatient or that we are genuinely interested. But two most important skills are 1, listening well, and 2, being sensitive to the feelings of others. Let's watch this video to understand what it means.
It's just, there's all this pressure, you know? And sometimes it feels like it's right up on me and I can just feel it, like literally feel it in my head, and it's relentless. And I don't know if it's gonna stop. I mean, that's the thing that scares me the most, is that I don't know if it's ever gonna stop.
Yeah. Well, you do have a nail in your head.
It is not about the nail.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, I'll bet if we got that out of there...
Stop trying to fix it.
No, I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just pointing out that maybe the nail is causing...
You always do this. You always try to fix things when what I really need is for you to just listen.
Yeah, see, I don't think that is what you need. I think what you need is to get the nail
See, you're
out.
not even listening now.
Okay, fine. I will listen. Fine.
It's just... Sometimes it's like there's this achy... I don't know what it is. And I'm not sleeping very well at all. And all my sweaters are snagged. I mean, all of them.
Yeah, that sounds really hard.
It is. Thank you. Ow!
Oh, come on. Ow. If you would just...
Don't...
Try to see things my way. Do I have...
Do you have a good laugh? But isn't it so true? Men are so good at fixing problems. While offering solution is not necessarily wrong, it may often not be the first thing that our wives or our children would need from us. When we sense emotional struggles, what is probably more useful is to listen and to understand their emotional experience. There are 5 levels of communication. The first is chit-chat, which is the most superficial level. A casual, "How are you?" may be answered with a short reply, "I'm fine," and the conversation may stop there. Level 2 communicates only factual information and remains somewhat superficial. Level 3 involves an exchange of ideas, opinions, or suggestions, such as offering solution to the issue at hand. Now, level 4 is where we connect with the other person on a feeling level. This involves us reflecting to the person that we are interested to understand not just the facts, but also his or her emotional experience. Now, the level 5 is the most intimate level, where there is total transparency. There's nothing to hide between two persons. As you can see, higher levels allow people to connect in deeper intimacy. Unfortunately, fathers often have the tendency to mainly communicate with our children on level 2 and level 3. To develop intimate relationship with our children, we must move beyond just giving solution. We must stay in the room of feelings. Now, how do we do that? Let me show you a simple example. In this example that you see here, a child tells his father, "I'm tired, Daddy." Without understanding more, the father gives quick advice. "You should sleep more." Now, perhaps frustrated, the child retorted, "I've slept enough, Daddy." And this invites the father's rebuke. "Maybe you slept too much. That's why you're so tired. Don't be lazy. Go and do your homework. Or at least make your bed. Look at it, it's such a mess." Now, what do you think the child will feel? He probably feels misunderstood and may not want to share anything more with the father. In this same example, the father can choose to listen better whenever the child shares. "I'm tired, Daddy." The father can choose to hold back the assumption by clarifying, such as saying, "Are you tired because of too little sleep? Or are you tired about something else?" Now, this may invite the child to open up by saying, "I'm just tired of school." The father remains curious and continues to clarify while reflecting back his feelings. "Son, am I hearing correctly you're tired about something that happened in school? Is it your study, your friends, or your teachers?" Now, this clarification allows the child to open up further about his concerns and helplessness. The child may respond back, "It's about my friends, Daddy. I don't know what to do." Now, the father continues to stay in the room of feelings and encourage him to share more. "That must have troubled you. You must be feeling helpless. Can you tell me more?" Now, this example clearly demonstrates that good listening skill and staying in the room of feelings can help our children to experience us as a strong tower and a safe refuge in times of troubles. As we conclude part 3, here are further food for thoughts. Are we intentionally spending quality time with our children? Second, how well are we listening to our children whenever they come running to us? So thank you for staying with me throughout all 3 parts of chapter 8. In conclusion, the world needs a father. Your children and my children need us as their fathers. I remember Jesus said, "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him." Are you home today? Will you join me, please, to bring heaven home? Thank you very much.
The program is proudly presented by Global Reach Out. We welcome you to share our live enriching webcasts with family and friends through our website, global-reachout.org. Let's reach out to bless more lives together.